What is going on, man? The meet is done. The job is done. I'm happy to have a couple weeks off. I guess I'll just touch on that first. Yeah, I'm going to take 2 weeks off this time, mostly because I want to see if I can get this glute fully healed. I'll kind of touch on my glute a little bit later, but yeah, just start off 2 weeks off and then start hitting it again. The next meet will more than likely be in January. That's kind of the rotation they do here in Des Moines with the USAPL. They do a summer and a winter, and the summer is usually June, July, and I think the winter one might have to be in January. I don't know if they do 3 meets in the same year to have it in December, but if it is in January, we have a ton of time, so 2 weeks off is not going to be anything bad. All right, so let's kind of talk about the meet. So the day before, I took the day off of work, and I will never do that again. I didn't do anything really, and I think that affected my sleep. I really wasn't that tired when I went to bed. So I went to bed at 9:30. I've done, this is my 6th powerlifting meet, my 3rd full power, and then I did a couple deadlifts and push-pull. And I've never had problems. Like, maybe I couldn't fall asleep for an hour or two, but I went to bed at 9:30, and it was 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. 3 o'clock in the morning, still hadn't fallen asleep yet. And I was actually on the USAPL website on the meet schedule thinking like, okay, I'm just not going to do this meet. I'm going to have to find something else here in the fall or like in July or something in the surrounding states. Like, I literally almost emailed the meet director and said I'm not doing it. But sometime before 4 a.m. I fell asleep and woke up on my own power at like 6:50 a.m. So something around 3 hours of sleep, man. And I woke up just pissed off, angry, like I'm gonna do this meet and I'm gonna freaking not let sleep get to me, and that's exactly what I did. So weighed in. I don't know what the hell happened, but I think maybe my scale at the gym is wrong because I weighed in at 193 pounds, which is unfreaking real. I thought I'd be like close to 200, but I did also have some stomach kind of issues. I need to stop doing this. I ate out Thursday night, kind of ate some bad food, and then I kind of ate a little bit crappy Friday. Like, I was like just trying to eat as much as I could because I knew I had weight to gain, and I really probably shouldn't do that. I probably should just eat I should just work the day before and just eat my normal meals and stuff, because I'm sure I crapped out a lot of weight. But so we weighed in at 88 kilos, somewhere in that range. And then, 3 hours of sleep. We had 2 caffeine pills, a freaking giant McDonald's coffee, pounded some Uncrustable sandwiches and granola bars and apples and stuff, and started squats. Squat warm-ups felt decent. They didn't feel great by any means, but they felt decent. And then I get on the platform and I just absolutely smoke every single one of my squat attempts. You'll see, like, my top single was 463, which is what our ideal 3rd set was, and I had more in the tank, which is what we usually have, which is exactly what I want. So then the glute was kind of iffy, after that. But the good news was that whole day I just rolled it out for 3 to 5 minutes, and it was totally fine after that. So moved on to bench. Unfortunately, I got a good video of my bench opener, and then my wife, Claire, took a picture of my 2nd bench attempt, and then forgot to hit record until halfway through the lift on my 3rd attempt. But basically, bench went really well. I actually forgot our ideal 3rd attempt was 286, and I went with 281, which I was kind of happy about because, so 1st attempt, the right judge called me for my butt coming off, so I got 2 out of 3 white lights. My 2nd attempt, so my 1st attempt was 255, my 2nd attempt was 270, I got all whites. And then my 3rd attempt was 281, and I got 2 out of 3 white lights again. I got called for my right. The right judge called me for my butt coming off. So I think I would have had 286 in me, but at the same time, 281 is still a PR, so I'm gonna take it. And yeah. And I told Claire, I'm like, no big deal for not filming great on the bench. It's bench, and I could care less. And then moving on to deadlifts, the money lift. Oh baby. Yeah, and by this time, I am like hitting my second wave of energy. I didn't even feel like I had 3 hours of sleep. The only one that really affected me was kind of when I first got to the meet and I'm sitting around and until like, yeah, the adrenaline starts flowing and stuff, man, I was out of it. But once the adrenaline starts pumping, good to go. Anyways, deadlifts, we opened with 535, and that was an absolute smoke show. And then we moved up to somewhere close to 568, and I absolutely obliterated that as well. And so we called for 601, and the video, I wish Claire would have kept filming because I lost it. I just screamed. Like, I was so happy, man. That's a big milestone for me, hitting that 600. So definitely, I got a lot more in store. You'll see that 600 went up really, really fast, and then kind of slowed down a lockout a little bit. But and if you look really, really closely too, my overhand, the bar was slipping out. And that was totally on me. I should have wiped my hands off. The meat itself was super warm. It was a hot day out, and my hands were super slick. I chalked them up, obviously, but I should have wiped them down before I went out there. I don't think I had any issues. But yeah, I was like, if she would have waited a second or two longer, like it might have fell out of my hand. But yeah, I think it was mostly just due to the sweat on my hand. Overall, I got second place in my weight class, which I was super happy about. I think it's like a 1345 total. Dude, we've gone from 1200 to 1290 to like 1345. We have made some freaking progress here. So, talk about the future a little bit, and then I'll, sorry, I'm kind of rambling on these videos. So 2 weeks off now, and then, yeah, the glute too for the deadlift. So the glute bothered me a little bit for the last set of squat. Didn't bother me for the bench. And then the deadlift, I kind of had to roll it out between my, I think my first and second attempts. So I didn't mention this to you because I didn't find out about it till like, I don't know, a few weeks before my meet, and there's not a whole lot you can do. But I can tell that my left glute is quite a bit smaller than my right glute, which sounds really weird, but I just noticed that, and so I really do think I need to. I think that's the reason I got injured, was because, I mean, my deadlifts were just skyrocketing, and I don't think my left glute was strong enough to lift the kind of weights I was doing, and which would also contribute, because here and there too, I was getting some left erector pain and some left back pain, and I think that too was just the fact that my left glute was not strong enough to hold these weights. So I definitely want to focus on single leg work. I know we've always done split leg squats, but I would like to do lunges, some just dumbbell lunges if you don't have a problem with that. I've had really good success with those in the past, and I just feel like they really target the glutes really well. And just try and hopefully that will help and cure this glute issue if I just strengthen up my left glute and make it strong enough to where, you know, it can pull the 600, which it did. We forced it to. And then also, so I think we're going to, so yeah, deadlifts, we should probably keep doing the same thing. I'm sure you're on board with that, comp deadlifting twice a week. And I know we're going to switch to comp squatting twice a week. Now, what I want to try is to use sleeves day one of squats and then do not use sleeves the second day, and see if I can get through a whole, you know, meet prep without any injuries. Because it isn't, you know, increased load, and that I just would rather take it slow. If that goes well, then if we comp squat 2 times a week going to my next meet, then I would use the sleeves both days. So if you're cool with that, I'd like to just do sleeves 1 out of the 2 comp squat days, and just to make sure that I don't get hurt due to the extra load that is on my body. What else do I got? Sorry, I'm totally rambling here. Oh yeah, goals for my next meet that I could just kind of think of at the top of my head. I'd really like to hit a 480 squat. Really like to hit a 290 bench. I mean, that would be super nice. And then I think I got 620 on the deadlift. I mean, I think I got 480 and 620 right now almost on those two, on squat and deadlift. But it is always nice to leave a meet knowing you got a little bit in the tank and not and going 9 for 9, not getting hurt. And, you know, I don't know if, like, you know, the way we always do these meets, I always have some in the tank. And if I had 3 hours of sleep and we're picking attempts that there was nothing left in the tank, I don't know if I could have got those lifts. So yeah, let's just continue to put on more weight. Hopefully next year sometime we're hitting in the 1400-ish range for a total. And yeah, man, looking forward to this next meet prep. Let me know if you have any more ideas on like the big lifts or accessories or anything you got for me. Looking forward to benching 4 times a week. I think that's going to be super helpful. That is the one thing that I'm really lagging behind on. The guy that beat me in my weight class squatted like 480, so I'm super close with him there. Deadlifted 620, I'm super close on there. Then he benched freaking 360, and so I'm really struggling on bench, keeping up with people. But that'll come. I think increased frequency should help theoretically. So more volume, more work. So. All right, man. I'm sorry for making this video so long, but I really appreciate all your help, and I'm going to enjoy my 2 weeks off. So thank you very much again.